AFC Championship is
Yeah,
great, but
we all knew they wasn't beating the Chiefs.
I mean, are they going to be able to get back to that point? Just look at
I don't
Baltimore.
think
Like,
so.
Baltimore got better. I don't know if they could get back to that point with this roster.
Yeah, me either.
I think they'll sweep the division. The division, no question about it. This division is garbage. They'll do a handful on the division, but in terms of competing for a Super Bowl,
I
don't see this roster. So, with that being said, let's start off with the actual good team in the division, and that is the Buffalo Bills. The Buffalo Bills are, how I could say, they are a Josh Allen carry job. That's all I can say on that matter, because I was looking at the roster, I was looking at the depth. It's not that great. Defensively, it's not that great. It's not that great. Let me pull it up right now.
They got Greg Rousseau, who's solid. Ed Oliver's good. Joey Bosa's on the decline, but he can still make some shake. Matt Milano's good. My biggest concern with the Bills is definitely the secondary. Taylor Rapp, he's all right. Teron Johnson, solid.
Davius White, ugh.
In Big 25.
Christian Benford is the only decent corner on their roster, the only decent DB in my opinion. Everybody else is yuck.
Maxwell Harrison, I wasn't a big fan of his tape coming out of. I think they kind of overdrafted him, and then he has them allegations.
Right.
Hey, yeah,
I forgot about Maxwell Harrison.
Yeah. That defense is definitely going to be an interesting group to watch. I would say that.
The Bills offense is going to have to do a heavy carry job this year, because that defense is only going to be good off a scheme. That scheme, hey, don't get me wrong, the coach has done wonders with the defense before, but given the talent, it's going to be very difficult. But I like the Bills' offensive line. They have a pretty solid, good offensive line. But the weapons, Keon Coleman, Shakir, Palmer, Kincaid. Cook is nice. Cook is good, but it just seems like another Josh Allen carry job.
A contract?
Yeah. I haven't heard much about that whole situation, but I'll just assume he'll come back for training camp. But besides Cook, the offense doesn't look good. Well, the offensive line is good, and the running back is good.
In my opinion, Kincaid hasn't worked out in the way they probably hoped for him. You drafted him in the first round. He hasn't really done much of anything. And as far as receivers go, Khalil Shakir is really the only reliable guy you have. And he's a slot receiver. So you got to hope Keon Coleman pans out. You're going to rely on Joshua Palmer.
They're really
Elijah Moore.
They really have to
I know Josh Allen's tremendous and all of that, MVP. But you still got to get a man something to work with.
Keon Coleman has to develop this year. He has to make a leap, because the way it's looking, they're going to be in the same situation they were last year. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, AFC Championship is great, but
we all knew they wasn't beating the Chiefs.
I mean, are they going to be able to get back to that point? Just look at Baltimore. Like, Baltimore got better. I don't know if they could get back to that point with this roster.
Yeah, me either.
I think they'll sweep the division. The division, no question about it. This division is garbage. They'll do a handful on the division, but in terms of competing for a Super Bowl, I don't see this roster.
Yeah.
I don't see this roster doing it. Even with Cam Newton. Remember Cam Newton when he did his little carry job in 2015? He at least had a great defense, and the offensive line was pretty good.
That defense on the Panthers was crazy.
Josh Allen doesn't even have that. So what am I looking at? What am I looking at?
Yeah, that secondary is going to be the downfall. I actually don't hate the front seven, but that secondary it gives me next to nothing to be excited about.
So do you think Josh Allen can carry another mediocre roster to a potential Super Bowl berth?
Yeah, he still got Joe Brady, and he's done it before. Like last year, that roster wasn't spectacular. So I think he could do it. But the thing is, he shouldn't have to do it.
It's a good point. I don't think he can do it. I don't think he can carry this mediocre roster to a Super Bowl.
To a Super Bowl? Oh, no, absolutely not. No.
I don't think he can. They'll win a lot of games, but I don't think he can
Especially
carry
with
that
Sean
roster.
McDermott as the head coach. I don't see it.
Well, Sean McDermott has done wonders with the defense, so I like Sean McDermott as a coach just because his
Sometimes he makes
ability
some
to get the best.
questionable decisions. I'm like,
Okay, late game decision making, that's not his strong suit. But when it comes to the defensive side, he knows what he's doing. He's still getting the best out of his defense despite the lack of talent. I'm just speaking just from a talent perspective. I don't see this team competing with the Chiefs or the Ravens to get to the Super Bowl. I don't think they could beat both of those teams.
the reason they lost to the Chiefs because they didn't have a dude they could go to when the game got tight and they needed a first down. All they needed was like a first down or two, and they would have been in good position to win. They couldn't get a first down because they didn't have a guy outside of Josh Allen or I guess James Cook that was really going to make a play for him. Boom, they went 3 and out. And yeah, that was all she wrote pretty much.
That's
Gave
all she
Mahomes the
wrote.
ball back, gamed them on 4th down to Samaje Perine. So
That guy that they drafted back in 21, Greg
Russo,
Greg Russo, he's gonna have to take another leap. He's gonna have to take another leap. He was good last year. He was really good last year. And Ed Oliver's gonna have to take another leap as well. They want to.
Ed Oliver's really good though.
No, he's really good. He's really good, but he's gonna have to take another leap. Both of them dudes gonna have to take another leap if they want to contend. Because as of this moment, I don't see this team contending for a Super Bowl unless those two guys wreak havoc and Joey Bosa turns back the clock.
Traded for Joey Bosa and he's injured.
Yeah, I don't see it. I don't see it.
Signed Joey Bosa, he's injured.
I don't see it.
Yeah.
Hey, but they'll win the division. They'll win the
Crazy
AFC.
things have happened. Yeah,
you're right. Crazy things have happened because you never know. This front four might do the greatest carry job of all time and just be so dominant that it doesn't matter that they have a mediocre to below average secondary. So you never know. You never know. I don't see it, but hey, who knows?